Welcome to African Spiritual Resistance, where we explore African spirituality, its history,
and its use in the liberation of African in the diaspora. Today,
yesterday,
yesterday,
today, and tomorrow. So let's do that again. I was explaining to my wife how everything goes, how we sign on and everything. So, welcome to African Spiritual Resistance, where we explore African spirituality, its history,
and its use in the liberation throughout the African diaspora.
yesterday,
Today,
today, and
tomorrow.
tomorrow. Okay. This episode is about the Orisa Esu. So we're starting the Orisa series. Talk about the different Orisa, and we want to start with Eshu, and
The road opener.
perhaps we'll get to why. You want to start with Eshu, but we wanted to bring you all talk about the Orisa Esu. And to teach on Eshu, we wanted to bring you a priest of Eshu, an initiate of this important Orisa, and we've done just that.
Eshu.
So, without further ado, we're happy to have on the show with us from Atlanta via Oshogbo, Nigeria, Baba Afolabi, Esuleke. All right, we're going to bring Baba in. For that greeting, we'll welcome Allison Sampson Anthony, a new member. Greetings, Oriyeo, Botanica, and Beauty Bar.
All right, sister. Casey,
and you say Ikale, Iya, and Baba. Let me see, is it you? I guess so. Ikale to you as well. Casey McIver, welcome. All the folks lurking.
Esu,
all that good stuff. So we're about to bring Baba Afolabi Esuleke in. Okay.
Ekabo, Baba.
Hey, Baba. Greetings.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Dadani, I'm fine. And you?
Fine. Thank you. Glad to have you with us.
Yes.
So, Baba, please tell us about you. When and where you were born, your occupation, position, and titles, and what brought you to the United States.
Okay, I am Afolabi Ainde Ido Esuleke, the son of Bale Eshu of Oshodo. I am Eshu priest, Ifa priest, and also I'm an artist. I do artwork too. I was born 40 years ago in Oshodo, a beautiful city.
Wonderful. So all your life you've been working with Eshu?
Yes, I have been working with Eshu. When I was, my father, my great grandfather was, my grandfather was Chief Bale Eshu of Oshodo.
Mm-hmm.
Before, when she passed away, my father carried along. So all my family, we are all Eshu priests. So we was born and brought up in Eshu priest. Before I went to my godfather 17 years ago to initiate to Ifa. I was young by then. So to start learning Ifa from him. But all my family, they are Eshu priests. Female, male, all of us. Yeah.
That's it.
So who and what is Eshu? Everybody wants to know who is Eshu and what is Eshu.
Eshu is one of the Orishas that Olodumare sent to this world because it's one of the most powerful one. The most powerful one. Eshu is one of them. That's why you see that even any Orisha, they don't want to fuck with him. Meaning they don't want to, because it's so powerful, very, very powerful. And it's also very close to Olodumare. That all of them are close to Olodumare, but between him and Olodumare, there are this deep relationship between them. That's why uh, he carry their message to Olodumare. They believe that when they send him, it will be more fast, like you fast track something, you make it faster. So that's why if you go to any Olobisha's house, you
Mhm.
must see it today because he will carry all their problem to Olodumare.
Mhm.
Mm.
So he's a messenger. And also, he is like a police officer too. People that go against the message of Olodumare, the word of Olodumare. For example, before you go to do the initiation and reading consultation, they should already know your problem.
Mm.
So when he sit there, listen to everything, now you know the solution. They told you to bring this, they should know. So if you don't go do what Ifa priest or Oloisha priest to ask you to do, he is going to add to more of your problem
Mm.
because you already know. Then you don't do anything.
Mhm.
And issue, whoever go against what Olodumare put down, issue will deal with that person. It's like someone that will deal with your problem and also add to your problem. Meaning, it will save you if you do what you have to do.
Mhm.
It will add to your problem if you know what to do and you don't do it.
Right.
So, it's a very powerful Orisha. That's why he's a friend to everyone of Orisa. Even if you don't want to be friend with them, they will be friend. They must because they know there's nothing they can do to me. They will still need his help at the end of the day. So that's why you can see Shango and Ogun fight. Issue. You will never see anyone that issue they fight with issues. Nobody. He saved all the Orisha from Ajogunbi. Many of them, he saved them from Ajogunbi. Because those Orisha also sometimes they face some some problem that issue we go and settle it.
That's it. Now, is it true that when because the Orisha are forces of nature, when you pray uh, or you ask something of those Orisha, that Eshu interprets what you're saying? So he interprets human language into to the Orisha and interprets what the Orisha say to humans.
I don't get that question. Can you repeat that, Baba, please?
Yeah. So if say if I pray to Baba Ogun because
Okay.
Ogun is a force of nature. I mean, of course they're all in us, but because iron
It doesn't
is
speak
nature,
English
it
or
doesn't speak
Spanish.
English, Spanish, Yoruba, anything, right? Then a shoe translates what we're saying. Is that true? Because I've heard that. I just wanted to know if that's true or
Where
correct.
this Orisha, they understand all the languages.
So all the Orishas is what you're saying, not just Eshu.
Yes, not only issue.
Okay.
All the Orisha understand the language
Okay.
Okay.
because they have this power to understand many languages. So you may chant in Yoruba, but your prayer in English will surely manifest.
Gotcha.
Your
That's it.
prayer in Spanish will surely manifest. So in any languages, so they do understand it very well and clearly.
Okay.
So if a person who says I only pray to the Orisha in an African language, that's not something that's absolutely necessary.
No.
Okay.
What
So
of
it does.
people that don't speak our languages?
Mm-hmm.
So people in Brazil speak Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
Their prayer is manifest. They may chant in Yoruba. It's good to chant in Yoruba.
Is
Then
it more
take your
powerful?
prayer. Yes, because our language, there's some pronunciation that we have many different tones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can chant in Yoruba, it's good. Make your prayer in your father's language. Orisha, we understand that. The
That's it.
chant, the praise is to praise them.
Mm-hmm.
Then speak is going to manifest.
Gotcha.
That's it. All right. Let's see. Okay. Uh, Now, Eshu is often made out to be like the Christian devil, right? How and why did this happen? And what are the repercussions of this?
So, people that don't know anything, we call issue
Mm-hmm.
devil. The problem started when they bring this Christianity into Africa. Let me use Africa generally.
Mm-hmm.
The man that interprets the Bible to English, which is Bishop Ajayi Crowder, he is the one. There's no English for any of our Orisha.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There's no English. So it is now, and there's no way you want to interpret our Yoruba to English without making mistakes. And Yoruba, we like to compare ourselves with something. Let me give you an example. When a child are stubborn, that stubborn is not really stubborn. We say oburu, meaning the one that starts can destroy this place, destroy that place. In English, we call it stubborn. But Yoruba, we don't speak English. We compare them. See, we say, Ogbonna be Elegun Shango. Who is Elegun Shango? Meaning is so Elegun Shango is a powerful, like my friend Shango Sakin is powerful. Like this child is very stubborn. You know, the stubborn is not correct English because Elegun Shango is not stubborn, but because of the power that is showing is process, they'll be like, oh, this is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
And then you compare that with a child that is destroying the house. Oburu the Elegun Sango. So there's no interpretation for any of our Orisha.
That's it.
Mm, okay.
And Eshu, Bishop Ajayi Crowder that change it because you see all of this Orisha, which one I can use to compare with the Satan. That's why he picked Eshu.
Mm-hmm.
So he labeled that issue as a Satan. Before, that's if you go Google the dictionary, you will see Satan is Satan,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
not issue is Satan.
Right.
So, and you know, those Christianity and Muslim, they try a lot of their best to destroy our Isheshe. They
Yeah.
call us evil. They call us all the bad names. Both Christian and Muslim, most especially those Muslims, they are the one with the help of Bishop Ajayi Crowder. So there's nothing like Eshu is Satan. And people that say that, see all this Orisha, that's why we are a little bit, now we are getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
We don't fight for them, they fight for themselves.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
Go and check them. People that, oh, Eshu is Satan, Eshu is Satan. See what is going on in their life. They may come out and laugh, smiling, but inside them, something is wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
They are facing a lot of challenges. So we don't have English for any of our Orisha because none of them speak English by then. They don't
Mm-hmm.
even write nothing down because they don't know how to write it down. If they know how to write it down by then, our religion, our Isheshe will be almost everywhere around the world, will be first first religion people will be worshiping.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm glad that people are getting back to the root because that is the root. They
Yes.
use Christianity and Muslims to enslave us. They take what is good from us and give us lies, Bible,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Quran. So that's why if you go to many African countries now, their politicians will rather swear with Bible, rather swear with
Quran.
Quran. Or put Ogun down, like one of the metal or iron. Tell them to swear if they are not going to embezzle money. They'll be like, no, 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 I don't believe in that. I believe in book.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know if they dare to do that, they are not going to survive it. Because
Right.
they fly, they they go with a plane, train, cars all the time. They are inside of all the time. So it should not Satan. Those people that say that they don't know what they are saying.
That's
Right.
right.
Mhm. So, Baba, what are the roles and responsibility of a shoe priest and a shoe in our community?
Ah, you see, uh, it's the same thing like the road because okay, it's the same thing as like a babalawo that use okole. We use cowrie share to do the consultation. We help people the same way a far priest,
Mm-hmm.
Shango priest help. And in the community, I think most especially here in Atlanta, how we say it will be good to have one community issue.
Mm-hmm.
Is very, very important.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Oshodo, if you go to every state, every town, they will have one issue. That one will cover everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So if they want to appease it, they will call that issue or issue priest to come out to pray because it is very, very important
Mm-hmm.
to have someone that is watching over all of us.
Yes.
Even if one trying to do something to the other one like evil, we all go to that issue
That's right.
for cleansing, for many things. So the role of Eshu, priest in this community, is to bring many good things to the community. What I mean by good things, use their ashe to bless the community. Because even in anything, we need to go to Eshu first. So the best like maybe once in a year we once we put that issue there once in a year we gather together and pray for all the community
That's right.
so that would be very very important.
That's
Okay.
right. Someone in the chat asked, and the answer is yes, is Baba Afolabi Allende Idowu Esuleke based in Atlanta?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, he is. Somebody said that isn't Eshu known as the trickster, or is this Christian European foolishness?
uh Eshu is not a trickster. I
Mm,
always say that
mm,
Eshu is not a trickster.
that's right.
The reason they call Eshu a trickster is uh maybe you have a friend that is very very close to you, like very close, then you'll be like, oh, I will never fight with my friend. Nothing will separate us. We have issue among us. I'm sorry to say this, all the women around the world. We use women as a issue.
Mm,
Money is issue.
mm,
So a two good friend that be like nothing will ever separate us. Issue we go inside one beautiful woman. And, oh, go and see if they are not. If they pass that, then it will come with different thing like money. So Eshu is not a trickster. He used that it's one of his work to deal with people that didn't do what they are supposed to do. Eshu is like a police that going to arrest you if you don't do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't call Eshu a trickster.
I see.
And the truth is, it is when I got here that I know they call Eshu trickster. So back home, we don't call Eshu a trickster.
I see.
We
So,
call Eshu like he's a flutist too because he know how to play music instruments.
mhm.
So he love to dance music instrument. Yes, flutist, but we never call him trickster.
So what are some of the other things about a shoe that in the US we don't know?
Many things. For example, when you go to Eshu,
Hmm.
you don't blow whistle. Like
Mm-hmm.
you don't blow whistle,
Hmm.
and you don't smoke cigarette or cigar to Eshu
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
before you appease them. But I understand the uh, if they do it before, but I tell my people don't do that. In fact, there are some issue that if you do that, he is going to slap you immediately. That you will feel the slap. So you don't do that.
Okay.
And I can remember like 3 Arabas ago, my grandfather made his issue. I can remember my grandfather passed away. I don't know when he made that issue for him. That Baba Araba sent one of the guy to my father that every 6 p.m. this issue we go out and beat people until they get inside. We beat them all the time, every 6 p.m. 6 p.m. So it was Baba was asking my father that, do you know what I can do to appease him to calm down for me? Because every 6 p.m. everybody will be running. They will never come to that because he used that issue for protection because of thief. Back
Hmm.
then, there's no many houses. So he's the only man that is there. So he used that issue to protect him. After that, they did something and everything calmed down. He will come out and beat people.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Muslim, it's a young guy that turned to Muslim. Then he's trying to take a jigger to remove that issue. Then when he tried to, he hit himself
He hit
with the
himself.
yes, and he run mad immediately.
Wow.
He run mad immediately. So if you have a powerful issue, you don't need to stress yourself by people are sending you something. No, in this community there is a lot of jealousy, envious, talking. So if you are stronger, you don't need, just go to him every morning. Please go and shut up my enemy.
Okay.
So it's gonna work.
Okay. And also, I know before we had a conversation, and you mentioned that a shoe was also the Orisha of laughter. He's like a jokester.
Yeah, it plays a lot. They should play like to play with young one too, a lot. So yeah, he play with children, play with
Okay.
everybody. So
Um, what are the connections with a shoe and Iyami?
okay, the same connection that they should have. Okay, let me give you an example. They call Eshu the owner of three junction.
Mm-hmm.
He always stayed there at the three junction. Iyami, when they want to do the meeting, they come to that three junction to do
Okay.
that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever they are planning, they should already know.
Mm.
They should can go to Amila, like, okay, Iyami, they're trying to do this, do this. Okay, it's a secret. So he know all their secrets. That's why they have good connection. When someone know your secret,
Mm-hmm.
you you stay connect with that person. So that's why.
Oh, okay. Wow. And
So, for the people watching, can you explain to them what Iyami is? Because Iyalogun mentioned Iyami, but some people won't know who are watching.
Yami, they are witches. They are very, very powerful. Really powerful. They can destroy many, many things. They affect many people's life. So, and there are three types of Yami. One, they are real black. Second one is red Iyami, and the last one is white Iyami. You see those black and red, the red one, they love you. They don't forgive, they don't do nothing. Black one may forgive you, say you can't do but don't do it no more. But the red ones, they are very, very no like that is why we call them red, black, and white. The black ones, they don't do bad, they do good, but you cannot do something bad to them or their children. They will cover their children. The black and red, they don't care about their own children.
Hmm.
With all the mothers that are watching me, I'm sorry. So that's just the truth. So they don't they don't care about their children. What they want to do.
Speaking of red, black, and white, here in America, those are colors attributed to Eshu. Uh, is it the same in Isheshe?
Benny.
I said,
Benny means yes.
yeah.
I remember when I was young, we have white and black
Mhm.
to the issue. My grandfather's issue started. Then we have red and black also.
Mm. Mhm.
Those two colors are there. Also, we have like black, uh, all black. So it can be all black, it can be red and black, and it can be white and black.
I said,
somebody had a question.
let's see. Somebody said, question. Gaining Eshu's favor, I've heard that if giving offerings and your enemy gives offerings and prayers, that Eshu will attack you even if you haven't done anything to anyone or to enemy.
I don't get that. Can you repeat that,
No,
please?
I think that they're saying that, okay, uh, you're giving offerings
Yes.
and your enemy gives offerings,
Okay.
right? That a shoe will attack you. Maybe it's saying the enemy gives more offering. The enemy will attack you even if you haven't done anything to anyone.
Issue. Issue that collect the ebo do not attack.
I say,
If your enemy give, if you give goat and your enemy give cow,
mm-hmm.
issue will take cow,
Mm-hmm.
go to the cow first and solve the problem, then come back to the goat and do the same thing. But that doesn't mean it's not going to solve your problem. But if you are talking about someone sending issue to you, the issue they give will give able to. It's not the one they are sending an errand.
I say, got you.
We send Esu Abilu and herons. It's different. We don't even appease that.
Mm.
So issue we give able to is to solve the problem, carry your able and deliver it to Lodumare.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
will
say,
never do anything bad to you, but always protect you, bless you.
Mm-hmm.
I say,
So the one we give, like we send an errand, we don't feed that one. put on outside, the sun will come, the rain will come. Even if we are trying to send this issue an errand, we first take fire, eat and heat them with fire, then do some many things so it can be angry and go out there.
Right.
I see. I see. Somebody say red and black are anarchist colors. Yes.
Not
Uh,
about Yami, about issue, right? Okay.
Ori Yeo Botanic and Beauty Bar said, I knew it. Thank you for the clarity. Right. Do you have any other questions?
What are some of the issues? I know you just mentioned one, but I know that we have the issue that comes with the five.
Yeah,
Um,
that is issue
issue
that
Sure.
issue or allergy. That's second. Then issue abilu or yeah abilu,
And what is issue abilu?
the one with
What is that?
like like the one we send out. Like maybe I have someone that I want to find. It
Oh,
is
the
the
one
one
that
we
fights.
send.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
abilu.
Yeah.
Uh, Eshu ija. Oh, I thought that was Eshu ija.
It's also called issue ija.
Okay.
Some people will call it issue ija. Some people will call it issue abilu.
Okay.
Is Shigidi and Eshu?
They are different.
Okay. Sure.
Shigidi
Mhm.
always common with Onishegun. They bring clay down
Mm-hmm.
and find some herbs, some medicine, pound it together, then pound it with clay, then mold Shigidi from that clay.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So that is Shigidi. They always send out an errand, so but
Okay.
Shigidi is not issue.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah. Shigidi issue can go inside water. Shigidi cannot go inside water.
Ah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So, what are some more taboos regarding Eshu for the people?
we talk about taboos. That's things that you should avoid, things you shouldn't eat, things you shouldn't do. Those are taboos for those that don't know.
Yeah. First of all, you know Adienya, right?
Say that again. Ajay
Adi
ID.
Adienya
ID.
is a black oil in Nigeria.
Yes.
Oh yeah, uh huh.
Adin. Yes.
So
Yes.
Adi. Even this Adi is one of the things that we use for Ishua Bilu when we try to send him an errand. Then
Yes.
we will like someone bring this to you. You know it's your taboo. I don't want to give that much information about that. So Adienya is part of issue taboo that is not good for any issue priest. So
Right.
Adienya, yeah,
That's a general taboo for most priests. No idea.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's one of the general taboos. But sometimes when you do your initiation,
Mm-hmm.
everybody have different taboos.
Yes.
So, but that is general taboo.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
One other question that somebody has is, what does
You
it
can
mean?
also not give a issue dog. You don't give issue dog.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
One question that Oreo Botanica and Beauty Bar has is, what does it mean to be Omo issue?
what does it mean to be homo issue? Because
That's a
everybody that question I really don't understand it very well. I really don't.
Um,
Hold 1 minute.
I mean a child of issue. Maybe that's what she's trying to say. Okay, he's saying, hold on. It's been a long time. I was just thinking of y'all. How can I reach you for a reading? Also, when is it appropriate to get an issue?
It's been a long time. Lakeisha Jones. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it has been a long time. How you doing, sister? Really? Um,
What is your question again? Like what?
yeah, I think she was asking, what does it mean to be a child of Eshu? So, here in America, everyone's big on this Orisha. This is my Orisha. I'm a Ogun person. I'm a Oshun person. Um, so, what does it mean to be uh, a child of Eshu? That's something that especially here in America is probably that the diaspora period is big. I've had people come to the house and say, "Oh, I feel the energy here. I've never been to an Ogun house before." And I said, "Well, me and Iyalogun are initiated to Baba Obatala. So it's Ogun house, it's Obatala house, Eshu house, Ifa house. What do you mean?" Right? But that's something that's real big here. To take the identity of one and say, okay, I'm that person. So I think that's what she's meaning. What does it mean to be uh, a child of that original?
Well, that means you are. It's not it, any issue child. It's like we are something is real. Let me put it that way.
Mm.
For someone to be a child of issue, that means is someone that is stand out.
Mm-hmm.
Before you see, you hardly see issue
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because we are only, I would say, many years. I don't know Bali's or Ibadan, your many places. I only know my father because it's like, oh, you are Omesu. How God rebuke you, all those Christians and Muslims. So it's very, very rare. In my primary school, I was young. We used to like hide our identity. But when we grow up, what I'm trying to say is if you're a child of issue, that means there is something special in you, like
Yeah,
very, very, very special.
I see.
You just need to find it out and know it.
I say.
I have one other question, kind of regarding that, and it's kind of about Egbe. Egbe, when I read different stories on Egbe Eleko, and it talks about a shoe being inside Eleko. What exactly does that mean?
Okay. Uh, when you talk about Edbeleko, that
Mm-hmm.
one is very, very, very powerful.
Mm.
Any child of Edbeleko. Because
Mm-hmm.
if you are very strong of child of Edbeleko, you'll be losing many things. Uh, money, stuff, you will be losing it. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that you are losing it, your Ede, they are coming to take it from you.
Mm-hmm.
So being issue, like I said, issue is friend with many Orishas.
Mm-hmm.
So how we say this is to support the Eleko
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Mm.
Let me just leave it.
I say. I say. All right.
Um,
Let's see if there are any more questions, or do you have any questions for us, Baba, or for the audience?
No, if they ask, I can't see no question here, but If they have any question, you can tell me. So
Okay.
I will answer their question.
All right. Let's see. Let's see. I'm seeing there.
Now I know in your father's book they have roles of Eshu. Are those roles still, up the different roles? Because at first we were thinking that, oh, it's just roles as a shoe person, but they're actual roads. So do those towns still exist?
Yeah, every time, yeah, they still exist to this moment. Even those other religions trying to uh, trouble them, but trust me, they still exist.
Okay.
And also, let me say this too. You know, in diaspora, they will put some stuff down like, oh, this is issue, eledara,
Mm-hmm.
issue something, issue something. Eledara is part of the name, praise name for issue.
True. Yes.
That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean that one particular issue that called Elegua.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right.
So they and it was when I go in and I see one is Elegua, one is Odara, one is this, one is that. All these names you just mentioned is Oriki, the praise name of Eshu.
Bring them.
Yeah. So it's like they bring knife, they do the initiation of this thing for the knife to be able to kill. I'm not trying to don't let me go there. So that is just like that. We have Eshualaje,
Mhm.
which is also Eshuawure.
Mhm.
People call it different name. Then Eshuabilu. So those are the three issues that I know.
That's right.
Anything about Eshuelegua, I don't know anything about that because that is first name of Eshu.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we have one question. Can a woman initiate a shoe? I want to say yes because you said that your family, both men
Yes.
and women, are also
Yes.
initiated to Eshu.
Mhm.
And we know a couple of women who are
Mm-hmm.
initiated
Yeah,
to
of
Eshu.
course, I get initiated. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
And we dealt with that. I think last episode we were talking about how well a couple of students, it was husband and wife, and the husband just I'm Ogun, I'm Ogun, I'm Ogun, and it turns out she's Ogun. She's supposed to initiate to Ogun. He's supposed to initiate to Ashun. Um, and that to him felt like it was humbling him. It's like no, Ashun is the Orisha you were born to initiate to. But a lot of men here think that being a man, I'm Ogun, and so that's where that kind of energy comes from. uh when she asks, and she knows, I think that's a she, that because I believe she's initiated to Eshu. uh so I think that. But he gave clarity. Everyone's good. Need the hammer, just passing through. Peace, James. Look like we lost Baba Afolabi. Hopefully he gets back in. Um, we were getting ready to close out with him anyway, but hopefully he makes it in, so we can wish him well and thank him for his time. Uh, if you're watching, Baba, thank you for your time and everything. Hopefully you can get back in here.
Did anyone else have any questions?
Any other questions? Also, can you explain more of the Odu Osa Ogbe, Orisa Esu? Yeah, he would deal with that when he comes back. Um, let's see. And peace, James. Hope everything's well with you as well. But you can keep the hammer. You can keep the hammer right now. We don't need nobody busted up and nothing. Is there 21 paths of Eshu? Now he just said he knows 3. A lot of that, a lot from when you have a people that don't have information for a thing, will make stuff up, and that's in anything. So I'm not sure, but
it's more like it's really roads.
I've heard that here, yeah,
roads,
but I've heard that here. Well, same way like in martial arts, everybody, and I always talk about it, everybody thinks that the 2 things that I'm good at, that some people say I'm a master at, martial arts and writing. Everybody think they can do it because everybody had to write in school. Well, everybody can write a line, but can they actually write? Right? Everybody feels they're responsible for their protection and protection of others, so they feel that they can protect, but can they actually? Right? So, and when they don't know nothing about anything about protecting themselves, they'll just make shit up. Right? But so we're gonna bring Baba back in.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. I think it's tornado. Everything shut
Yes,
down.
it's raining heavy here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Someone had so lunar butterfly. That's Iyashango, Wumi, Oshun Wumi. I mean, excuse me, Wumi, Shango Wumi, Shango Wumi. She asked, are there 21 paths of Eshu?
And I said I was thinking that the 21 roads.
Actual literal roads, right? But are there 21 paths of Eshu?
With my knowledge, no, I don't know anything 21 path of Eshu.
Thank you. Yeah, I really believe a lot of that. So what I was talking about before you came in from that question, a lot of us here in the diaspora, we learn late in life, right? So a lot of stuff we're filling in holes, we're making up shit that sounds good. Not her, but she get, and she certainly get it from us, but she get that from other people. So people make up stuff to fill in holes, right? Gaps in their learning, as opposed to going and actually learning. They're filling in holes. So, and then they teach those holes to other people.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what's happening with that, and with a lot of things, that are out there. Because when we came along, when we first started studying 20 some years ago, some of the stuff we learned was absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, So when Iyalogun went to Oshogbo, she's singing them songs we learned, and they're laughing. And we never heard this. so it's like, that's a thing that we struggle with here. And I think, if you're gonna be a part of anything, I was just telling my daughter this, telling Yemi this today. Yes, Real Faz is Yemi. People here know Yemi. That whatever you become part of, really learn it, study.
Yep.
So Baba, as it relates to Odu Ifa, which Odu is one of Eshu's main Odu that you know when this Odu comes, it's Eshu. That's one question. And I'll ask you the second question that the chat somebody in the chat has.
Okay. One that everybody know
Mm-hmm.
is Owari Asogbe.
A Warren Sokbe.
Mm.
Okay, yes.
Like if you go to the Bodo,
Mm-hmm.
then that Bodo came for you, you must uh, receive or initiate your issue.
Oh wow, I said.
So then, or size two,
Yes, I knew that was coming.
so that one also, they are very strong.
And they,
So, yeah,
because one of the ladies in the chat, um, she's asking about Osalogbe, which is Osai
Mm.
Shu.
that is very yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. So that those two Odo, they are child of issue.
So if that comes
Yeah,
in,
that's exactly what she asked. So
okay.
go ahead, dear.
No, I was trying to see.
Yeah, what you said is exactly what she asked.
Oh,
Can
she
you
wanted.
explain more though? Do Osai Ogbe, Osai Eshu? Yes.
She was asking if you can explain that Odu.
Yeah, Osalu Dogbe Joe Ogunle Joe Onyimose àwọn. Well, that is good Odo.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever that Odo came from need to be learn how to be patient a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, if the person is female, trust
Mm-hmm.
me, the husband will have another wife.
Uh,
Mm.
Yeah. So if he may be hiding it, but he's going to have more because it's talking about the Orogunle, like wives, like someone that have many wives.
mm-hmm.
So there's one particular one that they always create fight.
Mm-hmm.
So the person need to be patient a lot with their husband. And blessing, the person need to take care of issue very well because
Mm-hmm.
from facing issue, many blessings will come.
I
In
see.
That's it.
that Odu, we use 200 pigeon to appease issue.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yes.
We might not do it one by one, maybe do it 10 times, but make sure it's 200. Well, if you can complete that, the blessing you will receive after that will be beyond that person's imagination.
I see.
So it's very, very important. Yeah.
And what about the Warren Sokbe?
The one is be Esu that. The Agadagoruka, Babaláwo Alákísá ló dé fún Alákísá, Alákísá sọ̀rọ̀ lóko, ó ń pàjẹ́ kò fẹ́ sùn jẹ́ ẹbí èsù mọ̀ lọ. Àjà àgbọ̀gbẹ̀ èsù kú máa lọ. The person also need to take care of issue very well.
Mm-hmm.
Issue is very, very strong in that Odo.
Mm-hmm.
And they will be talking, they will be using bad mouth to talk about the person.
Mm.
So, but once he's appeasing issue and appeasing Ori very
Mm-hmm.
well, he is going to have victory. The person
I
will
see.
have a lot of enemies, a lot of enemies. But at the end, the person will have victory over enemies. So, yeah.
I sure. So, Baba, we definitely thank you so much. We thank all the Orishas and our ancestors for you.
Thank
Um,
you.
Afolabi, also, before we close out, I know you're having your festival,
Yes.
your Eshu festival.
Then next month,
Yes,
15 and 16 of
15th
July.
and 16th of July.
Yes.
Great. And that's back home. Or was that here in Atlanta?
It's here.
Here in Atlanta.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So if you're here in Atlanta, please come support. We'll get the information, Baba, uh, if you're making it public so people can come.
I'm gonna send it to you. I think your wife know about this. She
Yes.
knows
Yes.
about it. So I'm going to send the flyer to her and repost the flyer maybe tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So thank you for your time and thank you for the knowledge for teaching us, Baba. Thank you so much.
Yes, I do
Thank you
well.
for bringing me to your show.
I do
Yes,
well. We
Any-
hope to have you on again soon. So
No problem. No problem.
wonderful. Thank you.
yes, thank
Uh,
You are
you.
welcome.
some in the chat also said I do well. All right,
Ooh,
thank you, and thank everybody. Be careful out here; it's raining pretty heavy.
Yeah.
At least here in Atlanta. I don't know if it's the entire East Coast, but be careful out here. Be safe.
like and share our video.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
And we will see you all next week. Thank you so much.
Peace
Thank
and
you
blessings.
again, Baba.
Thank you.
Whatever.
Blessings,
Dabo.
everybody. Otago,
Peace.
Ireo.